Praise the name of the Lord, and welcome back to Julista Media, our media of prophetic word. And this is what God entails in prophetic ministry. Therefore, I want us to understand what is the prophetic ministry, how the prophetic ministry manifests in our day-to-day lives, and effects of the prophetic ministry or the prophetic word. My name is Julius Mwangi, and therefore welcome, and remember to subscribe to this channel so that you can get this and many more understanding of the spiritual world and understanding of the spiritual matters when they come in one by one. And therefore I want us to start understanding. I want us to start the teachings of the prophetic ministry so that we may be able to understand in a deeper way and in a broader way, so that we may not get confusion. So today I want just to give a hint of the prophetic. The word prophecy is the foretelling of the future. The foretelling of the future is the prophetic. And therefore, when I'm speaking about the prophetic word or the prophetic ministry, then these, all of them, are the foretelling something. Now, when I'm talking about the spirit of the prophecy, the spirit in the prophecy, it depends on the spirit that is prophesying, whereby we have the evil spirit, we have the Holy Spirit, we have ancestral spirit. So we must be able to understand the spirit in the prophecy. Now get me well, when you are in this prophetic ministry, then you have to understand what the prophecy means. And therefore today I want to talk about hearing the voice of the Lord in a prophetic manner. Hearing the voice of the Lord in a prophetic manner. And therefore, I want us to start from Ezekiel chapter number 37, leading from New King James. Ezekiel 37 verse 1. I will read from New King James. Listen, verse 1. The hand of the Lord came upon me and brought me out in the spirit of the Lord. Now this is a man of God, Ezekiel, who we know literally that he was a prophet. Now he is narrating like a story to us or to people that they may know the incidents the Lord spoke to him. Now listen this, the voice of the Lord. Now listen this. The hand of God, the hand of the Lord came upon me. So it's the hand of the Lord came upon. Now the first thing is that now in our naked eyes you cannot see the hand of God, right? So it's the feeling that he got, that the hand of the Lord came upon this man of God. So the first thing is that he had the hand of the Lord. Later now, and brought me out in the spirit of the Lord. Now he is telling us that the hand of God, when the hand of God came upon this man, it brought him out in the spirit of God, in the spirit. So there is a spirit, humanity spirit. We are living in a spiritual world. So now this man is brought out in the spirit of the Lord, in the spirit of the Lord. Now listen, my guys. Now he is brought out in the spirit of the word of the Lord. Now what happens next? And set me down in the midst of the valley, and it was full of bones. So all of things that are happening, it's like imagination or like something that you cannot see but you are experiencing. So this is like a vision. This a vision that he is having a vision. No, there is a dream, there is a vision, there is a prophecy. A dream, you see it when you are asleep, but a vision, you see it when you are awake, but you see yourself in another way, in another world. Now this thing is a vision. So what this man of God sees, he sees a vision. Then the hand of the Lord came upon him. After coming upon him, then he was taken out of the spirit to the law of the Lord. Now he is taken now in the spirit of the world, in the spirit of the Lord. So we have the spirit of the world, spirit of the evil, spirit of the dead, spirit of the ancestors, and other spirit. We shall teach them the seven spirits. Now we are here today so that we may able to understand that the first thing he saw is in a vision. He is in a vision world, a world that he can see, and but he cannot. He sees, but he is not doing something at that moment. Now, what happens next is that he was taken by the Lord in the midst of the valley. So he was taken. Now somebody is telling us that yesterday I saw myself in a valley. Yesterday I saw myself in a forest. I saw myself in a car. Now I want to tell you that this man, he saw himself in a valley or in the midst of the valley. So it's a big valley or a narrow valley or whatever, but he was in a valley. The fact remains that he was in a valley or in the midst of the valley. Now what happened next? Now what happens next is that, and was full of the bones. So this valley was not empty. This valley was not vacant. This valley was not only with stones, but it was full of bones. It's like bones. When unajua kuna mahali watu wanachukua bones and then they throw them. Now this time the valley is full of bones. Now at this moment we don't know if they are human. We don't know if they are bones of the animals, or we don't know what bones of these they are of. Now the man of God is telling us that he saw that the valley was full of bones. Now we have the Great Rift Valley that is passing in Africa. Now we assume in that valley you go and then you find it is full of bones. Who brought the bones there? The questions. Why are the bones there? Another question with no answers. Now what happens in verse 2? Then he caused me to pass by them all around. Now then God made this man of God to pass by. So he did not pass between them, but by. So he came near the bones, and then he gone all around the bones. So it's God who is causing him to do this. So he is not the one who is walking, but the Lord is making him to do this thing. So the Lord is making him to pass through these bones, or no, along the bones. Now akokando, he is passing along the bones. Now what happened next? And behold, there were very many in open valley, and indeed they were very dry. So what he saw when he went around is that they were very, very many, and they were very dry. So not a single scent of a mist could be seen. Not a single scent of a fresh could be seen in the bones. They were very dry, and they were very many. I want to tell you so today that when the Lord is speaking you in a vision, he takes you away from your body, he takes you away from your flesh or out from your flesh, and he puts you in his spirit. Now in this moment, then verse 3 says, and he said to me, son of man, listen to people you are saying that they are not prophets. These prophets that you see, they are son of men or women, daughters of men, such kind of, but they are born of flesh. Now he said, can these bones come alive? So the Lord is asking this man, can they come alive? So he answered, oh Lord, you know. So the answer that he gave, he said that only God knows if the bones can come alive again. Now I want you to start thinking, why did the Lord ask this man if the bones can come alive again? Because the Lord has the answer. So today I want to tell you, when the Lord is making you to pass a specific struggle, it's because he has an answer. He has an answer to a certain problem. But sometimes he can ask you questions. Sometimes he can make you to pass through some challenges. So for that, he has an answer. He wants you to understand his capability, his power of doing things. Verse 4, where I'm going to conclude the word of today, as I introduce this prophetic ministry, Jurista Media. Remember, subscribe, watch, share. Make sure you like and ask a question in the comment section, or you can comment positively. You can comment any word that the Lord is speaking to you. You can comment with a dream or a prophecy. Then we start praying for them in this academic way of getting and understanding the way the Lord wants us to get. Now he continues to say, prophesy to these bones and say to them, O dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. So what the Lord is telling this man is that prophesy. So who is to prophesy? Is the Son of Man. Prophesy to the dry bones that they can come alive again. So I want to tell you today that the Lord speaks to us. The Lord is speaking to me. The Lord is speaking to the men of God that they can prophesy to the dry bones. So your life might be dry, but the Lord is prophesying. The Lord is speaking to someone. He is speaking to a man of God. He is speaking to the minister to prophesy to your life. Where are you guys today? Tonight I want to tell you, the Lord is releasing a prophecy. The Lord is releasing a prophecy to the Son of Man, to the men of God, that the dry bones can come alive again, that the